circumstance, I'm in a commercial vehicle and I'm obligated to obey. Yeah.
Can I ask why you wouldn't answer questions?
There's something called there's a contract between the United States Constitution and the people, the citizens, and the authority. The Fifth Amendment allows you to refuse to answer questions per self-incrimination, even if you're not, doing anything wrong. So you have the right not to answer questions. There's no contract right between you and the government. The government gave us these rights.
Okay. But I mean, I understand that, but that's the only reason why you wouldn't answer a question?
I'm a human being, and if I don't feel like I'm obligated to answer a question, I would give off the same respect as I'm giving, and it depends on what the question is. It's just sometimes, I know that there's a lot of cops out there that are fishing to find a way to, make some kind of charges, whether it be bogus or truthful, or just way to create revenue for the city that they work for or county that they work for. So to help protect myself from an officer having an opportunity to do that to me, I would prefer to remain silent. Well, it's just, it's just protection.
Okay.
I mean, wouldn't you agree with that? That would be a fair statement sometimes that officers...
If I don't have anything to hide, why wouldn't
well,
I
it's not that
question?
you have anything to hide. It's
That's
just
what
that
I'm
you have, if you have that, and that's a common phrase that police officers and law enforcement use. Oh, if you don't have anything to hide, well, it's not that I don't have anything to hide. It's just that I have the right to say no, so I choose to exercise those rights. Whereas a lot of citizens, they don't realize that they have these rights from their government, and they choose to obey out of fear. So I'm very fearful of law enforcement. So I would.
Are you?
Very fearful.
Why? I mean,
there's too much propaganda out there that I'm seeing. On encounters, personal encounters. So yeah, I've had a cop threaten to plant a gun on me.
Plant a gun on you?
No, he didn't, but he sure threatened.
He threatened to do it?
He threatened me because I didn't want to comply with him. I got caught a cop on camera, LAPD officer Sergeant Wank, if you can believe that name. Try to push me and grab me off my bike for no reason, for telling him, hey, watch out, I'm on a bicycle. He got mad at me and cussed me out. Then I asked my friend, hey, are you recording this? He looked at me and said, oh, you're recording? Oh, wow. Okay. And then his attitude completely changed after realizing he's being recorded. So I've had my own experiences and own personal reasons.
Has every experience with a police officer been bad?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Every one of them been bad?
No, not violent, no. But I thought you said it.
No, I asked you, has every one of them been bad?
No, I've met a couple of decent, decent police officers. A small handful.
Okay, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But I mean, are we supposed to go through life, rely on every bad experience, and that's how we filter through people?
Well,
I mean, I'm just asking.
One sets an exceptional example for the rest of the group. So if one, you try to say, oh, one single bad apple can't make us all look bad, but it's more than just a single bad apple that I'm seeing. It's been multiple handful of bad apples. And a farmer, he catches a bad apple in his haystack. He doesn't just throw the bad apple away. He throws the whole bunch of apples away out of fear of the rest of the apples being contaminated. So that's my perspective, man. I know not everybody is bad, but I know a lot of it goes through the training that you receive, and it's not the same as it was in the 80s and early 90s when I was a youngster growing up. The training has been more aggressive, more assertive, more, I don't know, agitative, and just automatically assuming that everybody that they come across is guilty.
See, and I see it totally opposite.
I'm sure.
Because there's more training for us to deal with different personalities better than they had back in the 80s and 90s. Because back then they didn't have any kind of training at all with any kind of personalities or anything that they come across. And they dealt everybody with one, this is how I'm going to deal with you with everybody.
What's you say training with personality? So what would be your perception of my personality? I'm just curious. Because it's obviously, you just stated that, so you've been trained to profile people based on the way that they talk.
I didn't say that.
Well, you said training with personalities.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, and what it sounds like to me is, training with personalities, so you would be profiling or using your training based on how you perceive a person to be acting versus one way or another, so it would give you an opportunity to decide how you want to act with that person.
Like a suicidal person or somebody that's got mental issues. Back in the 80s and 90s, they had no training for dealing with stuff like that, right?
I just seen a video
where today we do have training for that.
I seen a video where the cops showed up on the scenes. Guy had doused himself in gasoline, and he wouldn't comply with orders. So what does the police officer do? He tased him, creating an spark, set the guy on fire. Yeah, some training. Yeah.
Here's your registration.
Alrighty. Alright.
This is a driver vehicle examination report.
Okay.
No violations today.
No violations today.
Tomorrow might be another day.
Nah, tomorrow won't happen either, man. I always do my best to follow the law.
Right.
You need my signature somewhere?
On both of them, down the bottom of the page, below your name.
Yeah. So, just before we depart ways, officer, would you go ahead and describe my personality, please? You won't do it? I was just curious, man. But I think you're a good human being, but you got a badge and a uniform and a gun, man. It makes it a whole different to the two of us.
It makes it what?
It makes it a whole different for the two of us. I'm scared of you is what I'm saying. You got a badge and a gun, brother. Nothing personal. There are a lot of people out there are scared of you, man. Even a law-abiding citizen, you get behind them, ain't doing nothing wrong, they start shaking, you get to use their turn signals, change lanes, try to get out of your way, not knowing what you want to do. It's a whole different ballgame, man. And no disrespect, nothing personal, man. But I've had my own encounters like I was explaining to you. I wish you well. Wish you the best. Is this my paper to go?
All right. So what you want to do, give this to your dispatcher. They have 15 days from today. Have this signed and dated down here.
Okay.
And fax it back to that phone number. That just tells us they signed.
All right. I'll let them know that.
All right. Be safe.
Yeah, you too, man. Oh, the joy is on. One mad mother trucking lover bastards. All right, let's grind the gears getting out of here. No, I didn't. No violations, man. No violations. Like I told him, I always do my best to follow the law.